EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here, as it'll be the Las Vegas Raiders taking on the LA Chargers. Here's Cairo Santos now ready to get this one started. And we are underway here in Los Angeles. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. Oh, good-looking return set up here. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 40, right around the 39. So solid starting field position. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Jackson, first play, going to throw. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. It's caught inside the 25. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. A big play there. With another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Raiders will jump on top of the game's first score here this afternoon. Moody good with the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 at the 20. On the ground is Jacobs to start the drive. Evades the tackler and has some space. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well. And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins. And they're hoping to do it consistently here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. The Chargers had 3 and 8 on the year. If they come into this one knowing it's been a while since they've had a W, they have dropped 4 in a row. Let me tell you, when you go a month, partner, in this league without a victory, it gets tough to come to work every day. And in addition, you start to wonder about your job security as well. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Back to throw here, Herbert. He'll swing that out wide to Jacobs. Will go down as a gain of 6, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. Now it's Herbert. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. Antonio Johnson makes the stop. Well, this defense for the Raiders, they were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope he'll recover.
Flush to his right. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver. The intended target, T.J. Hockenson, third down here. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. You look at this Raiders defense. They were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
I lost count of the number of turnovers that were occurring in that game.
Did.
Right? I mean, I had a clicker going after a while. 5, 6, 7, 8. It was unbelievable. There haven't been that many turnovers or takeaways, however you want to say, in the game since the Reagan administration. This is absolutely unreal.
I was in diapers. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up fourth down.
And no move to get Herbert off the field. They're going for this. On fourth down, Herbert. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's a handoff to Jacobs running left. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets them back now for 2nd down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. And oh, it'll be intercepted. It's Sidney Brown with it. And the Raiders are going to take possession here. It's a touchback. And they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Charles, one thing that he referenced to us yesterday was his confidence fitting the ball into any window, but obviously that window was a little too tight, and it was closing in a hurry.
And he was talking to us about having anticipation in making those types of throws. Down near the goal line, I don't think you can anticipate it as much as you need to see it open. You've got to be precise with your throws down here in the red zone. That one goes into double coverage, and he gets picked off.
And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. So, roughing the passer penalty and an automatic 1st down.
And that's the mark of a bad team, partner, because that's an easily preventable penalty, but they just didn't take the proper steps to make it so.
They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Second and 10. To throw is Jackson. Wide open receiver, complete. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. And Jackson throwing once more. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. A great effort there with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Raiders are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Moody good with the extra point, and it's now 14-0. So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. You look at this Raiders defense. They come into this one ranked number 17, so just starting the bottom half of the league against the pass.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. It got his man complete. A big play there for L.A. 44 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Herbert. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Charger football to start quarter number 2, as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation. Here's Herbert. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. It's Sidney Brown with it. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just now supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
The throw over the middle, taken in. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses.
That's caught at the 25. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Jonathan Mingo with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Raiders have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Moody good with the extra point. And it's now 21-0. So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
This could be the turning point.
The Charger drive about to get going. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break.
On Herbert, his 3rd interception. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
After the interception, here's Jackson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Samson Ebukam able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Traditionally, as a defense, your number 1 job, stop the run. But in today's football, it's impacting the opposing quarterback. Make him uncomfortable. And so far, they've not been able to do that.
Not at all. He's been really comfortable in the pocket. 3 touchdown passes already.
So that could be an important first sack if they do want to turn things around.
A nice pick up there, 19 yards. And they're set up better for 3rd. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, Jackson. He'll get this out to the flat for Etienne. And he is going to have the Raiders' first down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7.
Well, this offense will definitely utilize him as a weapon out of the backfield because he was close to 100 yards receiving a week ago. So they will try to get him the football in space as they did right there.
Jackson on 1st down. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. A great play there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Raiders are able to add on to their first-half lead. Moody good with the extra point. And it is 28-0. So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Charger drive about to get going. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. Over the middle, he finds Godwin complete. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Herbert's throw into the hands of Pittman here. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. 2nd and a couple.
At the 39-yard line.
Jacobs going to try the middle. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. 2 first downs have him up to the 41 now for 1st and 10. Here's Herbert. He finds his man complete. It's Jacobs. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. And the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Herbert now. Same target. It's Jacobs again. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. They'll look to throw again. Escaping the pressure right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's second and goal now. Back to throw here, Herbert. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. Now Herbert, third and goal. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And now off to the races down the right side. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Extra point try now for Moody. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. Things for them, just to put it bluntly, man, it has been tough sledding here in the first half, facing that big deficit. The clock is dwindling now. Maybe if they can get something on the board here before intermission, they'll have at least a little momentum heading into the second half. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now it's Herbert. Going underneath, he's got Hockenson. Into space at the 45. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Herbert on first down now. He'll find a man over the middle. It's Pittman. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Now a 2nd and 2. Again, he'll drop to throw. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down. I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
Third and 2, Herbert. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Chargers first down, and he's going to have it by plenty, able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Herbert back to the air. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Santos' kick is up and through. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Chargers going to get the football first here in this second half, and they trail as we get back underway. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee, as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history, and that's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
Herbert setting up to throw on first down. The throw out wide going to be incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Now a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Herbert is swing that out wide to Jacobs. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Herbert on 3rd down now. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
They snap it to Herbert. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And the Raiders are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down.
Partner, I see you reaching for the white flag. Put it down. I don't want you throwing it, but I understand why, because if you do, you're hoping they might actually stop this game, because we're in blowout territory right now. That interception just surrendered any momentum they built up in the locker room during halftime. So game plan, it's in the garbage. Time to try something new in this one.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Jackson from the shotgun. down the left sideline. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. That goes for a gain of 31.
Everything's been going right here in this one. This offense, they've been in complete control from the outset. And here's another big play. These kind of routes have been open all game long, and they continue to take advantage.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Touchdown Raiders. A great effort there. 31 yards. And the Raiders take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. Now Moody for the PAT. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. And a couple yards deep, he'll go to a knee. He won't return it. And they'll take it out to the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
And a good job by the Raider defense yet again as they drop him for a 2nd straight loss. Now Herbert going to shift his guys around. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain of 22. Well, still in the 3rd quarter here. Now, you look at the scoreboard, that deficit probably a little too much to overcome, but completions like that may be something to build on for future weeks.
Yeah, it's all about ending things on a strong note here, isn't it? Because my mindset is it's a new ball game from here to the end. Make sure it's a good one and close it out.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 49-yard line. A handoff, Jacobs running to the left. He'll take this to the 46. And they're going to speed things up here. 2nd down, Jacobs once more. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. 38-yard line, 2nd and 9. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. They'll roll him out right. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break contain and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
On 4th down, Herbert. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The 4th down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And the Raider D, they get the football back. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving.
And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown. A big play there. 62 yards.
And the Raiders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Moody good with the extra point.
And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10
at their own 20-yard line. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw.
He'll fire this deep for Ayuk.
And my goodness, another interception.
And the Raiders are going to have it here just past the 25. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Play action. It's Jackson.
That's complete downfield to Okonkwo.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Jackson.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 24-yard line. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. To throw again is Jackson. This will be caught inside the 10. Touchdown Raiders.
Travis Etienne.
A 24-yard touchdown.
And the Raiders get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Moody good with the extra point.
And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away.
And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
In every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Now a give to Jacobs running right. And he'll wind up taking this all the way down to the Raiders' 35-yard line. 61 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Once again, it's Jacobs. And a solid run down inside the 30. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line.
Now 3rd and 4.
On 3rd down, here comes Jacobs. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Josh Jacobs with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chargers are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter.
We see this a lot on 3rd and short yardage, especially down here in the red zone. They're going to sell out to stop the run, try and hold them to a field goal. But once the running back gets past the first wave, the resistance can evaporate after that. And he not only puts it on the first, but he takes it all the way into the end zone.
Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And, Charles, we are in the midst of a very one-sided affair. I think this is where you and I have to fill a little bit. You want to regale us with old stories of your childhood in New Paltz, New York?
I don't think anyone wants to hear that, but this is a perfect time for us to start listing MVP candidates, right? The best teams we've seen so far this year, the best games that we've called thus far, how we anticipate the season unfolding. We can go in so many different directions because the game certainly not taking us there.
Oh, I hear the remote's clicking off right now. The Chargers trot out their dime package, expecting a throw on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Jackson. Throw to the right, caught by Okonkwo. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. That'll be completed to Okonkwo. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Now it's Jackson. Throws right side, and that's complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Jackson will throw again. Touchdown! A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Raiders continue to run up the score. They lead it big here in the 4th. Moody good with the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. And that's going to be good for a Chargers 1st down as he's able to get this up to the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
37-yard line.
They'll run right here with Jacobs.
And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry. And they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
Play action this time for Justin Herbert. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk.
And now here is another interception.
And the Raiders are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. No gain on the play, and that'll make it second down.
2nd and 10 at the 30-yard.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they look to salt this one away.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Here's Jackson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
Partner, I know we're still in the afternoon slate here. Some primetime games still on the docket, but it's going to be tough to top this effort. What an offensive performance we have seen. They have been unstoppable from the moment we began this game, and they're not holding back. They're still throwing the football here in the fourth.
They certainly are, and let me tell you something. If you're old school, you don't like this at all. But in today's football, you just go ahead and savor it. Watch a team execute at a high level. Doesn't matter what the scoreboard says.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's another first down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards.
Well, there's absolutely been no stopping this offense today. They already have the big lead, obviously. Here in the fourth quarter, they could coast to the end, but right now they're not passing up any chances to put up some garbage time yardage.
And, partner, why would they? Because who knows the next time you'll be playing as well as you have today. When you're in that zone, you go ahead and take full advantage of it. You don't worry about your opponent. You just